Alrighty gamers, today we're going to be doing a review of a Dustbow game that I did. I already got it recorded and saved, and I just want to work through some of my thought processes. Now this is going to be Dustbow Defense. I am playing Demoman. So we start off, my main goal is to kind of defend this door. This is the main choke point, but I am prepared to fall back by the time that the round starts. So, I'm a demo man, it's dustable, you know what I have to do, but there is a short circuit engineer, and they're effectively putting some spam down, and I am forced to retreat. But as I retreat, I end up getting Ubered, and I'm just like, okay, I'll try and do something with this, but then they Uber, I get dropped, and you know, there wasn't much that I could reasonably do there. I wanted to try and use that Uber, but it just didn't want to work out for me. They end up capturing that point, and as I'm respawning, I'm looking to defend forward of the point. And I'm wanting to do that because every bit of ground that they have to fight for is going to be just wasting their time, right? So I'm throwing stickies everywhere, tossing pipes up to try and hit the people with spam, but I go in to try and get this medic, and I have no team support, so that soldier ends up taking care of me. And then I realize that my entire team is crowded around on the point as I'm just sitting in respawn. So I'm like, okay, that's where I'm gonna go. As a demo man, you generally want to stay close to your team. This heavy just doesn't shoot at me, and I'm not sure why. Now I'm over here, I'm with my team, with my medic, going up here and managed to catch that soldier. And then those scouts, I don't know what they were they were doing, but obviously I had no clue. Then I just launched this fucking heavy. I want to get him because I know he's weak as hell, but I decide it's probably not worth it to extend that far. As I'm re-entering, I see this Uber on the point, and I'm just like, okay. I managed to get a pretty successful cleanup, but I don't get their soldier, but, you know. And then I see these scouts, and I'm trying to take them out. And now I'm turning my attention back to the point, but I was just low health, and they managed to capture that one. So yeah, overall, it was a pretty rough game. We didn't seem to have very much footing, but I made the best choices I think I could have there. Now, as I'm walking through here, I decide that I want to do this one strategy, and I don't think it has a name, but I call it the My House strategy. And it's basically you find a little portion of the map that you will defend with, like that you will defend, but still be ready to fall back if it gets too rough. Now, right here, we're gonna pause it. I have a sticky trap right here, and I'm realizing that I'm probably going to be more focused on the main gate over here rather than this flank route, because this is obviously where people are going to want to come from, and I'm going to end up being further back looking at that, so I'm probably not going to have a good sightline over here. The out that I want to use is down that straight corridor, and that thing is a death trap. So I realize in a couple seconds here that it would be better to put my trap somewhere that I can actually watch it. So I put a trap there. As the gates open, I'm just kind of tossing out spam, occasionally throwing a pipe over there to try and bait people to come over. End up getting a lucky kill on a heavy. And then, what do you know? Scout walks straight into my trap, and now I'm free to use my stickies again. And then this guy... This is the reason that is a death trap. There's literally no way to get up that fast. We're actually gonna rewind for just a minute. I mean, if you look at that, this Scout, the most mobile class in the game, is having trouble getting up this. This place is a death trap. So I go and clean him up, and I'm thinking, maybe I want to go up there and retreat, but then I was like, no, I didn't have my fill yet. So I go back just to encounter a heavy on my left. I do a bunch of damage to him, and I want to see if I can get that pick, but it just wasn't working out. So now it's time to leave and sloppily climb up. And as I'm going, I go just a little too far and get caught down there, and I get cleaned up by their demoman. If I was maybe a bit more careful with my movement, that might not have happened, and I could have preserved some longevity, but, you know. So obviously, I'm just throwing a bunch of spam out, and then right here, let's actually rewind. So right there, this is probably, for this particular part in Dustbow, the worst place to be standing. Because right here, you got this ledge overlooking the high ground, and it's just completely flat terrain with these closed off and tiny ass exits. There's nowhere for them to go. And for whatever reason, this team had a tendency to just crowd right here. And as we get into the rest of this defense, we will see why this is a bad idea. But for now, I'm just kind of taking note of it. I want to try and push forward. I'm setting another trap here, and my goal is to just bait someone over. But there's that soldier, destroys my trap, moves it over to where I'm standing, so I have to get out. Managed to clean up a heavy. And I see that this medic has crits. So I'm trying to get his attention. He seems to be responsive, but after they pop, there's not very many picks that we can get. So right here, I'm very confident that this medic knows what I want, and he wants to Uber me. So my goal, as I'm turning this corner, is to go up here and take that ledge and just spam down crit stickies from below, right? Because they're all down there, but as I'm going up, I make just one tiny mistake and fall off right as the crits are activated. And I'm upset at that, but I do manage to turn it into a 2K, but I saw the situation, and I couldn't justify killing the NG, because by the time that would have been done, that sentry would have been built, and I would have had nowhere to go. So I turn all my focus towards trying to kill the sentry gun. And he ends up defending it pretty well, but I do eventually take it out, so... those were a couple mistakes, things that I could have done better, but, you know. So right here, I see this medic. I have no clue what he's doing, but taking a lot of spam, and then I see a sniper peek me, and I'm like, okay, it's time to go. But end up getting picked off by another sniper. Tell him nice shot, because it was a pretty nice shot. Seeing if I can catch him off guard. And so I crit that guy, throw a crit pill over there, and another crit. Very, very lucky. See this sentry, and I'm just taking my time with it. And I get it. And then I get crits here, but I have nothing loaded, so I'm trying to make the most of it, but there's not a whole lot that I can do. I'm pretty happy with the results of that one. I take my opportunity to spam this doorway, see if I can get a couple cheeky kills. That poor sniper. And then this guy. I gotta respect the slap pyro, but good god did I destroy him. And then I want to push up here and try and take this tunnel and then reconnect with my group. Just kind of waste their time and prevent them from pushing any further. But we're getting attacked by a sentry, and then just the perfect random crit puts an end to that story, which is mildly upsetting. I take the time in Respawn to thank the medic who's been giving me Kritsubers, which is, do that. It doesn't matter what class you're playing. Thank the medic that heals you, and thank the medic that especially pops Uber on you. So I want to get this medic, but they popped Vaccinator. But then I see he switched to Bullet, and I try and pick him, but don't end up getting it before they throw another blast resistance off. And, okay, actually right here. Right here is a very important moment. Now, this heavy comes around the corner. He's revved up. He's already started firing at me. So I do the only smart thing and run off. Now right here, I know that he's focused on me and I'm really, really low health. So my objective is to get into that tunnel, maybe get to that medic to get some heals and escape through there. But I do make one wrong move, and instead of... and I try and go to that tunnel directly, but what I should have done is I should have just gone to the wall. Heavies have a really hard time hitting players that are right up against a wall, and that could have given me a window of opportunity to try and escape, but I ended up just going for the tunnel, and I did not survive. Maybe it would have been different if I went for the wall, maybe not, but that still was an important mistake to note. So now I'm just taking some opportunity, toss some spam around, not really committing to anything, and ready to retreat at a moment's notice. Just see if I can get some picks. And then right here, this is where it is. This is why you never group up here. I don't have crits, don't have a medic, but look what I'm able to get away with. Juggling their soldier, clean up their medic, and that medic just has nowhere to go. It was complete and utter destruction. And I go in and get a lucky kill on, I think it was a scout and a sniper. But yeah, that's why you never spam there, because if a demo gets up there with no one attacking from the tunnel, the upper tunnel, it's just death for your team. There's not a lot you can do. But right now, if you'll actually notice, my whole strategy with this particular defense is I want to take this area of land, everything up to the tunnels that lead into here. I want to take this. I want to hold it for as long as possible, but never be afraid to retreat. And the reason for that is it just wastes their time. If they're constantly trying to take this land that we're ready to give up but then fight for a second later, they're not going to have much of an opportunity to take the important land, which is, you know, obviously the point. So this medic crits me, and I don't see anyone, so I just decide, you know, we're camping this door. For whatever reason, I end up getting a 4K with it. I don't know why, but, you know, I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get. Going back around, trying to push out and gain control over the area that I want. Take a fuckload of damage from I don't know what, so I go in here, and then I decide, okay, I'm going to play my house, right? That little strategy. And I'm setting up a trap right here, and I'm going to defend this little area with my life until something comes and challenges me, in which case, I'm just going to walk off the edge and go back to my team. So right here, I'm just reloading, but I'm going to be using my Iron Bomber as a way to, like, bait people into coming over here, right? If you see a demo spamming, you'll want to challenge him. I don't know who I killed there, but I did kill him, which was kind of funny to me at the time. But then this heavy comes in. I take him off, but I decide, okay, it's time to leave. And then I get into this weird, kind of awkward melee fight with the pyro. We both kind of just disengage and walk away. And I notice this medic has crits on me, and I don't think he uses right here, but I've kept that in note, and he definitely wants to Uber on me. And I'm telling him, yes, Uber now. And I end up getting Ubered and critsed at the exact same time. So I have crits Uber. I can basically do whatever I want. And I didn't do much with it this time, but it was very funny. And I'd want that sniper, so I may be pushing a little too far. I managed to get him, and on my way out, pick up a soldier. But yeah, the crits and Uber was something pretty funny to me. And then I'm back here, and I realize, holy shit, I'm on an 18 kill streak. So now that's kind of the only thing on my mind, and that's what I don't like, because I don't like knowing that I'm on a really high kill streak, because I just kind of do this. I'm too afraid to commit. I managed to get pick up that heavy, and I'm just looking for a kill, and I managed to get a random crit. But now that I have my godlike, and now that I've asserted dominance over everyone on the server, I don't really care what happens. I will happily die. So I decided to play a bit more aggressive, but get blown away. And then I was suddenly crits Ubered again, and that made my day. 25 kill streak. I'm very happy. I take my time to destroy the dispenser, and then retreat to the dispenser. A very, very happy demo man. End up trying to push in here, but this demo, he just outsmarted me, and he ended up killing me. But, you know, that's fine. I got a 25 kill streak. That's more than enough for me to be happy. We're coming to the end of this, but I do one thing. One thing that's very, very important that everyone needs to do. Look in chat. I say, thank you, medics. That kill streak was 100% because of you two. Seriously. Shout out to those two medics who managed to coordinate Uber crits on me. And then I'm still trying to decompress from the 25 kill streak. And I end up getting crits again. And I don't know what to do, but I do get a nice 3k with it. And then I just somehow end up being behind them. Pick off an NG, pick off a heavy. The scout starts attacking me, but honestly, I don't know what he was doing and managed to get out. But I know that we're about to get pushed very, very hard. See this heavy from up here, try and take him out. Then I see a heavy up here, and I also see this demo. I just crit that poor fuck. And it's at this point that I thought that heavy, like, for a solid second, I thought that heavy had killed me and we lost the game. I don't know why, but we ended up not. And, yeah. It was a pretty rough start, but once we found our footing, it was impossible for them to, push out. And, here is the, final score. I took a screenshot of it, afterwards. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed that. That was just a quick demo review, reviewing a pretty nice kill streak, and, reviewing some of the mistakes I ended up making along the way. I think that's really important, is recognizing when you mess up, when you fail, and, yeah. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all when I see you.